Mommy, mommy, she gives me sweets. Daddy, daddy, he gives me treats. My sister, she gives me her old shoes. My brother, he gifts me upon the news. But one day, the good things will go away. One day, they'll say it's the end. Bye-bye, my friend, bye-bye. No love today, 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 go away, go away. Go!
Jazz 38, a center for arts in Lagos, Nigeria. For over a decade, Jazz 38 has attracted Nigerian and international clients and has become well known for promoting jazz music and art in general. Tunde Kuboye, co-founder of Jazz 38 and the extended family band.
There is Superman, the super smile. He is super fit. He runs
Together with wife and co-founder Fran, the duo have been jamming with friends and music lovers towards promoting internationalism.
But there's also Supergirl with her super weaved on curls. She's super sweet. Ooh, she's super neat. With her super mouth. She gives you super.
Jazz 38 has hosted some of the finest musicians in Nigeria and even from outside the country, because for them, music and art are effective vehicles of promoting friendship and culture.
They're trouble. From end to end. Your trouble. Trouble that will never, never, never end.
Jazz 38 is a center for the arts. It's presently located at 38 Awolowo Road in Lagos, Nigeria. Presently houses a jazz club, a dental clinic, an audiovisual club, an art gallery, and a multi-purpose auditorium for performances and also for educational programs, schools. And we have various programs that we run at Jazz 38 throughout the whole year. Local, international performers come, and all resident Nigerian musicians, whenever they're free, come in and jam on international nights. We have fashion shows, and we have mixed concerts throughout the whole year. So Jazz 38 is more of a concept than just the band. You know.
Jazz 38 has made a name as far as jazz music in Nigeria is concerned. Fran Kuboye has been the soul of Jazz 38.
Don't worry, don't worry, slow down,
Olumo Rock in the ancient city of Abeokuta in Nigeria, home of the Ransome Kutis and other prominent Nigerians. Fran Kuboye is a descendant of the Ransome Kutis.
I was aware she was interested in music, and she was a member of the choir of the church, which she had no choice in because she was living with a clergyman, and she had to go to church, and she had to be in the choir. And I knew she could sing, and she was interested in music because at that time I was a teenager, and so we discussed music. When I first got to England, she was still in the Tommy Steele era, whereas I was maybe slightly higher, Beatles and jazz, you know. And she showed a lot of interest until much later, when she used to come and spend some time with me when she was on holidays. And by that time, I had collected a lot of jazz albums and so on. And she did have a good voice, which is not surprising.
She inherited it from our great-grandfather, Olikoye, he was called. He was known to be the drummer in the court of the kings in those days. He passed the gift down to my grandfather, who was known as the singing minister of Nigeria. He composed very many traditional hymns, which can be seen at the back of hymn books even up till today. And down to my father, who was also a great musician. He composed the national anthem of Egbaland, which is now sung by everybody today, called Lori Oke Ati Petele. And he also composed the music to Kabiyesi of Alake, Ademola KG. So this strong strain of music is in him, is in her. Even my youngest brother, who is one of the worst singers of all, can even produce some musical sounds, which you might even enjoy. So it is that strong musical trait that he inherited, which many of us possess to a smaller and greater degree. That is what is special about Fran.
I started on this planet November 22nd, 1949. Sometime on that day. I grew up in UK. I was educated there. I grew up in a rather funny environment. I was not there, I was not here. My music has come through my experiences of life, which are really personal experiences.
But I didn't stay much with her because I was mostly in the hospital, you know, so she was staying with the clergyman and his wife. So I think she must have developed that singing well when she was with them.
Fran is also a practicing dental surgeon and runs a clinic on the Jazz 38 premises.
She's original, playing original things, and the voice is original.
Oh, I think she's in a class of her own. You see, every musician that I've listened to have got some quality which makes them distinctive. So although Fran is a great mimicker, I mean, when she impersonates people like Shirley Bassey or Sarah Vaughan, you laugh your sides out. She's terrific. But then when she comes to her own, she has her own peculiar style, which endears her to those who like to listen to her. But that apart, having developed her own style, and her own distinct talent, I think she will stand up against any other singer in any part of the world.
Jazz 38 is, as far as I'm concerned, some kind of multi-purpose cultural center. I mean, what I would call a tourism point. I mean, where people of diverse cultures converge. I do know of people who work for Chevron, for example, who've never been to any other place in this Lagos, but they've been to Jazz 38. I mean, expatriates, Americans, you know, British, Italians who come here, this is the first stop.
Fran and Tunde and the whole group, they make us feel very great, you know, very good. And it's simply nice here to be among people of the country as well. And the jazz music is very nice as well.
Don't tell me I'll never find my place. Don't tell me I'm doomed because of my race. Don't tell me you don't want me by your side.
In this life, you combine many things. I'm a dental surgeon. I'm a mother. I'm a singer. It's not that hard. Any woman can understand that. Many men may find it rather difficult to understand how one can do it, but it is very easy.
Fran also presents the Art and Theatre Review segment of a popular family program on television. And as usual, she brings life into the program with her unique style.
The whole world to hear Gisting. I'd like the whole world to listen to Fran and this fantastic and phenomenally gifted singer. We have something unique that the whole world will listen to, and we just want the whole world to be our own little village.
I really do enjoy her music. She sings very well, and I've listened to her gisting. I think it cuts across all nations, and that's the spirit of internationalism, which the Kuboyes are promoting. I found it very interesting, and the topics of her songs have been very, very interesting to me, you know, and I think she should carry on like that.
Anytime I come to Jazz 38, I remember things like love. I remember things like beauty. I remember things like what it's like to be. And of course, it is an experience.
You see, these are the kind of sounds I want people to hear from Africa, you know, unique African sounds. And yes, they have a very good, material for international appeal and standard.
I believe in myself. My husband believes in myself. And we have people who believe in our concept. Because our album, it is what you might call a crossover, in that we are from a different continent, but over there, you can still understand, you can still believe, you still know what we're saying is true, even though you've never ever been near the equator. Perhaps you've been to Spain or Ibiza. You've never been really to Africa. You've never seen the suffering, the pain. You too have pain. You may not know it, but I'm telling you, and you will believe. So what we have is worldwide. That is my belief, that the world will accept it, because it is not just me and us, it's also you.
I got technology, you've got technology. I have ideology, you've ideology. I have my history, you got your history. I got my culture, you got your culture. I got my trouble, you got your trouble. I got your wahala, and you got my own wahala. Everybody sing on la la la. You can la la la. Can you do something ever so simple? Can you do anything so simple? La la la. Okay, you're la la la. I'll tell you how to la la. Can you sing with us? La 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 la. 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 Let's go now. Ready? Can you sing with us? La 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 la. La 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 la.